Hi everyone, it's the Fly for Doctor. Today we're going to be talking about cracked heels, some of the causes, some of the symptoms, and how to help them at home. And if you stay till the end, I'll give you a little trick that you can use that'll help you guaranteed. Let's go. Cracked heels. They are unsightly, sometimes they hurt, and they can even cause a wound or just severe discomfort, especially in the wintertime or in the cold months. In this video, we'll talk about some of the reasons that these happen, some of the symptoms, and some things that you can do at home. If this is what you want to see, stick with me. Dry cracked heels form for a number of reasons. A lot of the times they form when our skin is just severely dehydrated. Sometimes it could be a reason of the weather. It's during the cold months and there's not a lot of moisture in the air, and so our skin becomes nice and dry. Sometimes it can happen when there's an area of increased friction, and so the body's way of trying to protect itself is by putting extra skin there, and so it becomes calloused and just thick. But now if there is increased friction and there's not a lot of moisture in that area, then we're just worsening the situation. But the body doesn't know that. It just wants to protect you. And so now we have a callus or a corn or some fissures. Now fissures are cracks in the skin that look like ridges that you usually see on the back of the heel or sometimes on the side of the foot. So these are usually the main causes of dry cracked heels. Occasionally, there are some systemic diseases that could also cause dry skin. Some of them are diabetes, psoriasis, hypothyroidism, or vitamin deficiency. All of these will be diagnosed by your primary care physician. So if you are concerned, I would definitely suggest that you see a primary care physician who may help you narrow down this diagnosis and see if it's something that they want to take care of. Cracked heels can also be caused by taking excessive amount of hot showers. When the shower temperature is just extremely hot, that dries the skin out and just causes the skin to lack moisture, thereby increasing the chances of getting your heels to dry. Walking on hard surfaces. Those also could be a disadvantage and also increases the chance of getting calloused, dry skin, especially in our heel. Aging. Now that goes without saying. The older we get, the more our skin loses its elasticity, and then that way the skin is not able to replenish itself, unfortunately, and that just causes increased incidence of dry cracked heel. Now, if you have a dry cracked heel, what can you do about it? Of course, I won't tell you to go to a doctor the first time you have a dry cracked heel. A lot of the time, some people may go to a pedicurist, and that's fine. Now, keep in mind, this advice that I give is not for patients who have diabetes, blood flow issues, or who have neuropathy and can't feel. For those specific subset of people, I strongly advise that you see your foot doctor. They are trained to be able to take care of this and give you the appropriate care and treatment course and protocol to help you with this skin. Now, for the rest of the people who don't have this, these are some of the things that you can do. Whenever you shower in the morning or in the evening, make sure that you exfoliate by either using a loofah, but most recommended is a pumice stone. A pumice stone is a little hard stone. It's not like a rock you see outside. They sell it in all the stores, and you use it to remove that top layer of dry skin. The reason you want to do this is it allows the moisturizer that you're going to apply later to penetrate into healthy living skin. If it's penetrating into dry, dead skin that's just sitting on top of your foot, then it's a sort of a waste of time. So first things first, get yourself a pumice stone or a loofah or something to remove that top layer of dry skin. That's the first thing you do. If you decide that you don't want to take showers or you don't take showers for whatever reason, make sure you soak your foot for about 10 to 15 minutes. That'll help soften that skin, and then use a pumice stone or an exfoliating device. Afterwards, you want to use a very good moisturizer. There are some of my favorite moisturizers that I absolutely recommend are Amlactin, Lubriderm, Eucerin, CeraVe. Those are great moisturizers. Now, I would also even go further to say use moisturizing creams as opposed to lotions. The reason I say this is because creams are of a thicker consistency, they have more fat, and so it helps to push more moisture into the skin. Lotions are good, especially in the summertime. However, they're just not as thick, likely not as moisturizing as cream. Now, it's better to at least use something, but if you had a choice between lotions and creams, I'll definitely go for creams when dealing with the foot. Now, if you want to get real funky, then you want to use a cream or a lotion that has hyaluronic acid or urea. These are great ingredients that help the skin, and that's how they help the skin. Salicylic helps the skin by removing that dead tissue, that dead layer of skin that just needs to go. It has no business. It has no reason why it's there. It helps to remove it. Urea has two uses. At low percentages, it actually pulls moisture from the environment. It's called a humectant, and it pulls moisture from the environment and pushes that moisture into your skin. Now, at high percentages, it does the same thing the salicylic acid does, which is break down that dead skin and just kind of eat it up and get it out of there. So, like I said, if you really want to go the extra mile, look for a cream or a lotion that has these two ingredients and you would be golden. Furthermore, there's nothing better than healing your body from the inside out. And food is medicine. Eating lots of food with healthy omega-3s will definitely help stimulate that healthy natural oils that our bodies produce. When those are produced, it helps moisturize our skin everywhere. And there are tons of benefits of omega-3s. I'm sure you would see it. Just hit on Google and you would definitely see it. But a nice, healthy, fatty meal, healthy fats are great to help increase that moisturizing ability of your skin. Of course, drinking lots of water. Moisture, water, they're equal.
That's right.
So if you drink lots of water, eat healthy, fatty foods, then you would definitely see your skin start to feel better and look great. So we've talked about some of the causes of a cracked, dry heel. We've talked about the systemic causes and the natural causes, some of the symptoms, and some of the things that you can do at home to help this. If all of that does not work after you've done this, I would definitely implore you to see a healthcare professional, a foot specialist who is an expert and has other tricks up their sleeves that can help you get and feel and look better. The summer is coming up. We don't want to see you out here looking crunchy, okay? So make sure if you have this, you want to take care of it as soon as possible. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you want me to talk about anything foot related, definitely leave them down below. I will look forward to answering them. Now, to close out, this is the Fly Foot Doctor. I'm Dr. Show. I'm a foot expert here out in Houston, Texas. If you want to see me personally, you can give us a call, 832-415-1790. Or visit our website that'll be linked below, DeNiel Foot and Ankle Center. Now that you've gotten to this point, would you consider subscribing to our channel? Would really appreciate it. And it'll also help the algorithm if you hit the like button and if you share this video. Would really, really appreciate it. Again, to round up, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below and we'll get back to it. Now to get to the tip that I was talking about. Alrighty, you stayed till the end. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So here's a tip. After you've showered or soaked your foot and used the pumice stone to exfoliate and applied moisturizer, the two tips actually, because it's going to be a bonus tip. You need to use an oil. You need to use an oil to lock down that moisture so it stays in there. All right. So there are two ways that you can lock it. Like I said, you use an oil. Some of my favorite oils are shea butter, coconut oil. I think it works for a lot of people, but there's some people who complain of dry skin with it. But you can try it and see. Olive oil is amazing. So these are the oils that I really, really like and can really lock in moisture. My favorite personally is coconut butter it's shea butter or actually cocoa butter. You see where I had that little confusion there? Anyway, my favorites are shea butter or coconut or cocoa butter. You could use any of the other oils and it'll work perfectly. My tip number 2 is at nighttime when you are going to sleep, apply a sock. A sock will help lock in that moisture and again, push all that juicy moisture that you've just put into it deep into your skin. And while you're sleeping, they go to work and you wake up in the morning with baby fresh feet. So those are my 2 tips. Thank you so much for sticking till the end. Till next time, it's the Fly Foot Doctor, Dr. Show. I'll see you later. Peace.